when you need my voice. I'm here when you need my voice. I'm here when you need.
FK Tech here. This is the third model year for the Volkswagen ID.4 compact SUV, followed by the ID Buzz Retro MPV. The next ID will be a sedan and will be the ID.7. The ID.7 has still been on the road for over a year, but I drove it undercover around Spain. ID.7 is built on an improved version of the CBG platform, which is based on ID.4 and ID Buzz. Although its 116.8-inch wheelbase is 5.4 inches longer and its 60.6-inch height is 3.5 inches longer, the 7 is a solid middle ground, about the same length and width as a Honda Accord. When the first ID.7 is launched, it will use the same 77.0 kWh battery as the more expensive ID.4, and a single electric motor will drive the rear wheels. However, this engine is more powerful than the rear-engine ID.4, producing 282 horsepower instead of 201 horsepower and 402 lb-ft of torque instead of 229 horsepower. This increased power is due to strong permanent magnets, a stator with more turns and wires with a larger cross-sectional area, and an efficient cooling system with water-cooled oil circuit and transmission oil circuit to maintain the correct temperature of the engine. As with internal combustion engines, the use of a liquid oil circuit heat exchanger allows the oil to warm up more quickly after a cold start, reducing viscosity and friction. The spiral gear teeth are also micro-polished to reduce friction. The efficiency of this engine is complemented by the significantly improved aerodynamic performance of the ID.7 compared to the ID.4. The long, low body gives it a streamlined look. Combining details such as the steeply raked windscreen, slightly curved roofline, integrated rear spoiler, side vents to ensure airflow around the wheels and roller blinds surrounding the front radiator, the ID.7 has a drag coefficient of 0.23. The ID.4 CD, on the other hand, ranges from 0.27 to 0.29 and has a 3.8 to 4.5 inch tall tip that makes a much larger, more bullish hole in the air. In fact, compact SUVs cost about 30% more than new sedans. VW says these improvements give the ID.7 a range of 600 kilometers according to European WLTP standards. EPA testing estimates it will have a range of about 320 miles. Later Pro S versions have a larger 86.0 kWh battery, adding 30 to 55 miles of range. For a big car without a big battery, that's pretty low. The long wheelbase leaves plenty of room for the second-row seats, and the high roof offers decent headroom despite the underfoot battery holder. A 6-foot rear seat passenger sitting behind a similarly sized driver can cross their legs without having to bend over. In addition, hatchbacks have a large body space, so it is convenient to use the trunk opening, especially when the rear seats are folded. I think I can sleep comfortably there. The interior has been nicely trimmed, but the biggest change is the appearance of the newly enlarged 15.0-inch screen. This addresses many complaints about the annoying and complicated programming of the current infotainment system, the ID.4. First, there is always a row of virtual buttons at the bottom of the screen that control its overall width. They control all important climate control functions. Now you can turn on the heated seats in 1980 with a single movement. There's a thin bar at the top of the screen where you can place icons that control your favorite features, so you don't have to navigate multiple menus to access them instead of focusing on your driving habits. The system also offers the ability to split the screen in a variety of ways, 2/3 for navigation, 1 for the phone and 1 for the onboard computer. This is a huge improvement. The ID driver's display is much smaller than the smartphone-sized screen of the ID.4. Information is minimal. However, a head-up display is standard on the ID.7 and provides useful selection information right in the driver's field of vision. Other internal features include a smart fan that uses an electric motor to spin back and forth and up and down. When you tell the car to warm your hands, the system sends warm air to the steering wheel. There's also an optional sunroof, which can be switched from clear to clear with the push of a button. In addition to the back massage function, the massage chair also integrates a pelvic massage function into the seat cushion. You can also opt for a 14-speaker, 700-watt Harman/Kardon sound system. We took a short ride on a tight loop of road and the ID.7 felt very solid with a surprisingly firm ride. Surprisingly, the ID.7 comes with electronically controlled dampers that adapt to the conditions in 4 driving modes. The driving modes also alter the steering effort, which feels less synthetic than the comfort mode. While the transition from regenerative braking to friction braking is well rested, brake pedal action is also somewhat artificial. But as you'd expect from a car with a half-ton battery under the floor, body control is excellent. We were able to ride the ID.7 with confidence, and our car's 235/45 and 255/40 20-inch tires provided adequate grip. Although the ID.7 EV did not set any new acceleration records, it was very interesting. The ID.7 weighs about the same as the all-wheel drive ID.4 and has slightly less power and significantly more torque than the car's 2 engines can provide. So we estimate a low to mid 60 miles per hour time of 5.0 seconds. When the twin-engine version arrives, it will add 100 horsepower and 100 lb-ft, easily knocking off a second. The ID.7 is scheduled to be launched as a 25 model in 2024. Now that day is far away and the price has not been decided. Considering the standard display and electric HVAC fan, this car is expected to cost around $50,000. The vehicle will be produced at the VW plant in Emden, Germany, so it will not be eligible for the electric vehicle tax credit. These kinds of prices have been firmly in luxury territory, but inflation is barely above average. This means that VW's electric sedan can still claim the status of people's car. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and turn on the notification button below.